So I just read about SQLite-data and it's pitched as a lightweight replacement for SwiftData. That sounds promising, right?
Definitely. I mean, who doesn't love speedier options? But what exactly does that mean for performance?
Well, it claims to have a performance profile akin to calling SQLite-C APIs directly. Isn't that a big deal?
It is, but I'm curious about how it holds up in real-life scenarios. Performance tests can be tricky.
True, they did some benchmarks and SQLite-data managed to beat some popular libraries. That's quite a feat.
Right, but I wonder, does that performance come at a cost? Like, what about simplicity?
Great point, the library does require some SQLite knowledge up front, probably not beginner-friendly.
Exactly. I mean, if developers have to learn the ins and outs of SQLite, that could be a barrier.
Yeah, on one hand, that knowledge is definitely a valuable skill, but does it deter those who want quick solutions?
It really could. But think about it. If you're familiar with SQL queries, this might actually feel more intuitive.
True, it's like giving developers the direct control they crave while enhancing performance.
And the fact that it syncs with CloudKit, that's a game changer for users across multiple devices.
Right, setting that up seems straightforward too, which is refreshing. How does it compare to SwiftData there?
From what I gather, the syncing in SQLite-data might be more direct and clear-cut than in SwiftData.
Awesome, but does that mean it sacrifices any features that SwiftData users might miss?
Perhaps, like the property wrappers in SQLite-data look similar, but are they as powerful?
Yeah, it allows fetching model data from SQLite in a type-safe way. There are trade-offs, though.
For sure, and even while it seems user-friendly, the learning curve could still be a hassle.
Exactly, but isn't it interesting how dedicated DMOS and case studies help solve common problems?
That part is great. They showcase practical applications. It's always nice to see theoretical stuff in practice.
But speaking of theory, does all this mean that it might not truly fit every developer's needs?
That's valid. Not every developer will need the advanced querying capabilities that SQLite-data offers.
Exactly, it's like trying to fit a sports car into everyday city traffic. It might just be overkill.
Plus, there's always that risk of overwhelming some users with too many options and configurations.
Wait, how does SQLite-data handle updates and changes in the database?
Great question. It uses property wrappers to observe changes automatically, which is brilliant for SwiftUI.
For sure, that automatic observation really bridges the gap between UI and backend.
And the idea of separating data fetching from UI updates is so valuable.
Right, but are there scenarios where this could lead to inefficient reloading?
Definitely. If not handled correctly, it might fetch too much data, which could slow things down.
Exactly, bursting the data balloon could hurt performance rather than help.
Yeah, and while the library is at its early stages, performance could be affected as it evolves.
And developers would need good documentation to navigate those changes effectively.
Agreed. Clarity in documentation is crucial when adopting a new library.
So is focusing on SQLite expertise a double-edged sword?
It might be. Users familiar with SQLite will benefit, but it'll leave others in the dust.
Right, there's always a tightrope walk between being powerful and being accessible.
And what about long-term support? Libraries need nurturing to stay relevant.
Exactly, it's not just about getting it right now, it's also about where it's headed.
This is such a good discussion on SQLite-data. Ending thoughts.
Maybe we should watch its development closely. It has potential, but time will tell.
Absolutely. Let's keep our ears to the ground for updates.